Anyways, I'm going to start video reaction because that way we can get this over with. Hello everybody, my name is Delzar. So today we're doing a little bit of reaction video. We're going to be checking into FUNKe. They do really cool shit actually. I like watching their stuff for just looking at their animations, seeing how they are, if their humor is good, and their entertainment value tends to be on the fact that they are very educational. Yeah, I guess that's a good way to sum it up. Anyways, we're going to be checking in the FUNKe, so we're going to be liking them. Going down here, the links will be in the description, so you can go down there. And it's going to be about Junji Ito, which means that I don't know what the fuck we're fucking into. Heard the name 1,000 times, and the video contains his body short. Wait a second, is this motherfucker wrote Metamorphosis? Wait a second, hold up. Actually, hold up, let me make that a separate Google tab, that way I don't open up whatever the fucker is here. And an Irish goddess of war, death, sovereignty. Some other stuff. Let me check and find a video and let you watch it. Okay. And let's see, Junji Ito. Oh, it is Metamorphosis. Oh, this fucking book. Sorry, the only reason why I know about Metamorphosis is because they. Do I call them a friend anymore? A person I know. Um, a person I know was reading this in high school. In class. Oh, fuck. Sorry, I'm just looking at the fucking Google search for just Junji Ito Metamorphosis. Okay, well, this warning is very new. He also does Ravens. Yeah. Anyways, as well as various spoilers from many Junji Ito short stories. Discretion is advised. So please, if you are squeamish, check the fuck out for like a little bit. Okay, if you're in stream, check out. If you're squeamish and you're watching the video, don't watch the video. Cool. Thank you. Also, watch the original video if you aren't squeamish.
Oh, hey, I'm working through a bit of a quandary here. You see,
Excuse me, the fuck? Sorry, I love like storytelling through the ability of physicality? No, through your movement, right? What the fuck did you just do? I never even thought about this as an idea for a character. Someone whose hands aren't
hey,
connected to their own hand. Your hands aren't connected to where your arms and your sleeves are. So I'm thinking, okay, yeah, that's cool. You just have sleeves. But when
I'm
your arms
working through a
move
bit of a
separately,
quandary here.
independently, it allows you to quite literally have the effect of having 4 arms without any of the disconnect of having to pose all of them individually. That's fucking neat. Fuck yeah.
See, I'm going on vacation soon, but I only have enough space in my bag to bring one book. I've narrowed the options down to my Junji Ito collection, but I'm having trouble deciding which one to choose. Oh, hey, Craig. I'm just asking people which Ito book
Hmm.
I should take on vacation.
I'm gonna turn on captions real quick. Is there captions for this? It'd be lovely if they did put captions in.
Oh, hey, I'm working through a bit of a quandary here. You see, I'm going on vacation soon, but I only have enough space in
I've
my
seen all
bag
of
to
FUNKe's
bring one
videos.
book.
Nice.
I've narrowed the options down to my Junji Ito collection, but I'm having trouble deciding which one to choose. Oh, hey, Craig. I'm just asking.
Wait, what if I had a mouth on your hand? So if I just had a mouth in my hand, okay, that's not the craziest thing. Like I've thought about that before. Things I would do with it. I'd probably not be streaming on a different platform with it, but like, you know what it is.
People which Ito book I should take on vacation.
Also, I'm realizing you have your. Oh my god, their design literally has ears on the side of the hat, so that they don't have to actually have ears. What the fuck? I'm realizing more and more interesting things about about this design. Oh, local, I'm not using this on myself. That's a gift to be shared.
I'm just asking people which Ito book I should take on vacation. You can flash Morse code with your headlights, but you won't carry more than one book for me.
All of you are being selfish. That's a gift to be shared.
I'm gonna pretend I understood that. Thank you, Craig. If you're wondering why I've specifically chosen Junji Ito, it's because each of his books
Go on and explain it.
in essence, a dozen short stories packaged together. This means they're very easy to read in little bursts without having to commit to finishing the whole book. And since they're all horror stories, each of them comes with distinct, memorable imagery. Splatter film, Amigara Fault.
Okay, first off, I just need to go back so I can see.
Each of them
This cover is fucking cool as hell.
comes with distinct, memorable imagery.
No, the first thing I'm using it for is purely so that I can just eat faster. You think I'm gonna be like I already do the Apple thing where I put my thumb on one part, then I put my middle finger where the stem is, and then I just use my index to scroll wheel the apple. But now I have the ability to do that and eat it from both ends. I'm using it for food.
Splatter film, Amigara Fault, Love Sickness, Army of One, Hellstar.
Jesus. Okay, sorry. The imagery here is actually really fucking cool, though. What the fuck is happening? Are these just thousands of bodies holding on to other bodies? Or, oh. Well, that hand's or leg or whatever body part's going up their ass. Anyways. Huh.
Hellstar
Is this like a
Ready
web?
Up. Most Junji Ito stories are designed around a definitive climax panel. It's a moment in the story where every plot point comes together as a full-page illustration, like the face reveal of the monster, or the complete mutation of a protagonist. Some of my favorite panels include the woman in distress, the
I can't. Those are two serve. Those are moving parts. I want to analyze and dice. I want to deconstruct this person because they look far too interesting if these are not just tattoos. Oh, poor little fly fell in between my hands. Bitch, get back here! You can't dodge me. There you go. Now you're dead. Shit, motherfucker really thought he was going to escape my hands. Anyways, everyone has to know this. Dell kills flies instantaneously upon sight. Wait, let me read chat again. What the fuck are you talking about? Popping the head, swinging it, in the straight line. Wouldn't be effective. This is the magic portal. Why does it have a mouse anatomy? Very big question. What does it be? What does it mean? Do humans have mouths and hands? Dell, answer. What the fuck? Anatomy or portal? Well, okay, so here's the thing, right? If it was anatomy, it's going to completely fuck up my bone structure. Because it has to have enough to get actually through there. Otherwise, it's a really, really tiny hole and it becomes practically. Unless I'm like swallowing one grape at a time. So I'm going to go with Portal.
gushy splatter film, greased, and more. Suspense is a well understood tool in any thriller. For example, what's in this box of mine? You didn't just think it was a table, did you? No,
What?
I've got something hidden underneath this cloth. You'll find out, don't you worry.
Not worried.
Eventually. I'll tell you
Nah,
when I
cool.
feel like it. Isn't that titillating yet
No.
slightly annoying? Wouldn't
No.
it be nice if more people provided instant gratification for their suspense?
No.
If my box bothers you, then you may like Ito more than you realize. After all, his books are filled top to bottom with rapid-fire page-turning payoffs. At least after the exposition dumps they are. Page 1, my daughter's become a porcelain doll. This kind of womps, but at least she's alive. Page 6, fuck that, let's kill her.
And what the fuck is that? So we got porcelain doll. Kill her. Also, her entire nose is fucked up. Is a centipede-like body, multiple segments, different colored scales and or carapace. The eyes completely bulge out, and then just what the hell?
Page 1, ribs woman. I wonder what that means. Oh, so it's like a body dysmorphia thing. That makes sense. Nope. Okay, let's move on. Page 1, a shit to remember. You know what? 2 examples
What?
was probably enough.
That also, this is pretty.
Imagine dropping your reader in the dead center of a story with no past to pull from and no resolution to build to. One wrong move and you'd be writing yourself in circles. Yet that
Mm-hmm.
same structure is exactly what makes most of Ito's work captivating. His writing
Mm-hmm.
is self-contained, littering a universe with oddities. Like the woman who tried to immortalize herself in a golden statue, but
Jesus.
ended up forever trapped in the unbroken cast mold. Or a string of floating suicides which culminated in a heavenly rainfall of corpses. A
What the
burial
fuck?
tradition which led to human souls springing up into scarecrows, leading to some unexpected revelations. Or perhaps the ghostly haunting of a woman.
Okay, let me read chat again. What the fuck are y'all ranting about now? No trace magic. Maybe you can't go inside your hand or the mouth on your hand. How big is the magic hole? That is the whole different power outside the scope of this question. How many can I fit? Dude, this is a magic mouth hole. I'm assuming that the portal goes to your stomach. So how much can you fit within the body that you have now? You fucking weirdos. Chill.
And her sickly signature cry, "Awoo." I wish I were making this up.
God damn it, local Jesus. God damn it. Y'all fucking crazy people. Okay, do y'all actually want me to answer these questions? Like, are y'all legitimately trying to get answers out of me in this situation?
Over time, he would experiment with and refine his storytelling, leaning towards a style that emphasizes human silhouettes with otherworldly qualities, like the slender, gnawing gaze of fashion model, or the muttering, hunched man at the end of Library Vision. From mass hysteria to maternal stalkers, Ito lands on a
Jesus.
concept and then monsterizes it. Dead anxiety, peer pressure, the list goes on. Love, sorrow, fear.
I don't know why, but the smoke one very much reminded me of fucking Helltaker.
Fate, and he often only needs around 30 pages to do it. For many, it's difficult to narrow down one best story or book to choose, which, you know, is the whole cause of this little conundrum I'm having. What complicates my decision is, well, Junji Ito writes some very, contentious endings. More often than not, he'll throw his hands up and say, then the protagonist died, or the monster disappeared, and suddenly the story's over. Internet goers often argue the merits of this and whether or not it's a lazy approach to wrapping things up. On several such cases of this, I've found my opinion to change over time. Long Dream, ironically enough, is one of those. You're telling me this man was trapped in a...
Hold up. What the fuck? Hold up, let me just read chat again. Since you made it a portal, where is the cutoff? And where is the cutoff? How much of the hand is the mouth? It's the size of your mouth. Presumably your mouth. So I'm thinking Doctor Who situation where it's bigger on the inside, right? Immediately as soon as it goes past the lips, you have entered into the space in which it exists. It is literally as much space as a regular person's mouth, but Doctor Whoified so that it goes in inner space. Bigger on the inside. Dell said she's the only. Dell said she's the only video that I was sure was any good in order. For a lot of information over here, just go into the Wikipedia. Okay. Like, can I bruise the back? Local, local. Ooh. Anyways, let me check out what the fuck he sent me. Give me a moment. Okay, thank you very much. I will watch what you have sent me, but at the same time, I need to know I gotta finish out this video first, as I'm basically getting the most weird B plot. Like, we have a whole ass B plot going on between Junji Ito and the Mouth Hand.
Never-ending sleep, and we only ever get to see the aftermath of it on his body? One can only imagine what sort of world he must have experienced in there. Literally, we're never shown how that side of the story plays out, he just vaguely describes it for a few pages. These mysterious dreams of his remain intentionally undepicted.
Also, your sound design, FUNKe. You just lovely, but also, what the fuck? I'm like, why is this area sounds playing around me? Oh, it's because FUNKe decided to add some fuck shit. Please say it's going from mouth to stomach. However, the esophagus is an essential part of the digestive process. Okay, congratulations. So, what you're trying to ask is, at what point did it stop? Imagine the amount of space that it takes from where your esophagus is, right? And just make there a second one. Imagine if I had a second head. That is the amount of links that you have. Yes.
After all, what would infinite time look like anyways? At what point do you simply detach, dissolve, and come to fear waking up more than staying asleep? When the city of Kadath presents itself, what's a man to do other than honk shoe me me me?
Why would it need to breathe separately from me? I am the one who exists. I breathe in the oxygen. I said a mouth, not a fucking nasal tract.
It's still one of my favorite stories, especially the ending. A real showstopper of ethical malpractice, a real head-scratcher of subjectivity. I could tell you what happens next, but I'd rather let you flip that page yourself. Even if I did, would you believe me if I explained it?
I'm cool if you flip it or not. Do it, FUNKe. Or not. One or the other.
I think most of his books are like that. You're left wondering about much of the details, but you don't feel like anything needed to be changed either.
Local, why are you trying so hard? You out here getting these questions deep. Doesn't get damaged. It is just as durable as a regular body part.
Each story just works on its own. What's really interesting to me, though, is when Ito weaves multiple stories into one anthology. Kyo, Love Sickness, Tomi. Sometimes the events of each chapter are tightly connected, like the foggy streets of Love Sickness. Other times the chapters are, at best, loosely connected by a location or character, yet otherwise remain totally self-contained, as they are in Uzumaki. His climaxes don't typically thread a dozen plot points together. The big bad is far simpler than that. Nonetheless, these worlds are still filled with dozens of
What the hell was that whole circus thing about anyways? What the fuck?
detours. Smaller stories that don't exactly build onto the plot, but arguably still bring some more context to the world itself. Creating stakes in a world of power creep is difficult.
I prefer you, Jason. Okay, first off, are you asking do they have lyrics? Can it speak through it? Yes and yes.
But Ito finds himself with the opposite issue, with characters
Okay, so picture everything Sukuna did with his hand mouth, and that's all the shit that we can do here. Deal
so
with it.
powerless in the face of demise. How do you reassure your readers that a silver lining exists?
Also, wait. When did you get the hand mouth? I thought we were talking about the one on me.
That is, if one even does. Sometimes evading death is all you can ask for. Sometimes all you can do is learn from the mistakes of others. Sometimes all you can do is live to tell the tale. You've been so patient with me, dear viewer. I can feel your eyes burning into the side of my box.
No,
Surely
it's
an
not.
answer to all your wonders will come.
No.
But not yet.
I don't need a climax. I can keep going. The edge has never gathered to me. Bitch, the video's still playing. Don't even try this shit.
Junji Ito's best ideas come from everyday observations. Greasy futons, travel stories, but this picture specifically, this comes from a dream Ito had when he was 5 years old. He dreamt of a clay woman
One head
flying
mouth.
through the air to come hang him alive. This memory inspired one of his most well-known works, Hanging Blimp. It's a
Jesus.
masterclass in thrill.
Oh wait, I have fucking heard about that one. Wait a second. What the? No, that's the fucking story she showed me. Where they come down and fucking hang you. And then when you die, then you hang up too? You start hanging? What the fuck?
Thriller. The balloons wander into town, sweeping people up.
Yeah,
Yet
it's
they
like
can't be
it
safely
matches people's
destroyed
faces.
or captured. No one knows much about what they are, just that they share an uncanny resemblance to their target. With Ito, it's imagery first, answers second. And hell, you're lucky to walk away with that much half the time. We're given a sort of inciting incident to the balloons, I guess, but it's not much to go off of. As for the ending, well, would you believe me if I explained it?
Yeah,
In these
bitch.
crazy worlds, people can be turned into marionettes, but you won't be told how it happened either. They're walking, dangling metaphors, rich with symbolism. In Children of the Earth, a bunch of kindergartners get eaten by the ground. Like the Earth eats children in this story.
So, oh, what the fuck? At first, I was like, "Oh, the children, they're being pulled in. Okay, that's scary. That's scary." Looks over. What the fuck is this? Wait, why am I reading it that way? This is manga. Oh, so they get pulled in like that. Oh, that's even worse. No, yeah, no, don't fucking continue my entire torso like that. I mean, I have a similar ability as a VTuber. My VTuber lore lets me extend my torso for like from being 4 foot to 9 meters long. But damn, weird when you see it from the other perspective, huh? Oh well. Ah, it's breaking out.
Settle down, Box. When writing Gyo, Ito once said, "Sharks are scary. If they came onto land, they would be very scary.
Mm-hmm.
Not as scary as dolphins. They do drugs." But yeah, Ito will write about anything
Dolphins
as long
aren't scary because they do drugs. They're scary because of their. I can't say that word.
as it sounds cool. It doesn't have to make sense. Like the allure of a ghostly flash flood mystery, or a woman with a kink for being dissected. Some
Ah.
people are practically begging to be swept up by intrusive thoughts. L'appel du vide, as they say, or as the French would put it, oh wow, we used it correctly that time. Junji Ito rarely writes a heroic triumph. His characters are more like metaphorical drug addicts. Usually metaphorical anyways. You aren't reading with a hope they'll be rescued. You're watching their metamorphosis from human to no longer
Metamorphosis.
human. That's because Ito lets the end write itself. He doesn't force a conclusion. He doesn't make sure the good guy wins. He keeps it interesting yet realistic. Anytime the world's being destroyed, well, let's just say Superman never shows up to stop it. The purpose of these stories isn't to wrap up every loose end. It's to show us a reality where some ends get tightened up while others don't.
I
These
like
stories
that,
are
actually.
a commentary on human destruction. The many ways we watch our loved ones destroy themselves or be destroyed by others. The ways we see tribalism snowball into occultism. And sometimes the ways nature can be impassively cruel to us.
Jesus fucking Christ. Is this a literal star shower of radiation bombing? Fucking hell! That's actually really fucking cool, but Jesus!
Ito always leaves you wanting more, sometimes a little too much more. But in horror fiction, maybe that's a strength. His books might seem like senseless gore, but under each wailing face is a soul done in by their vices. Behind the pupils of each survivor is a list of loved ones they've lost along the way. And rest assured, behind every last panel of a page, every suspensefully creased corner you turn, there is an image that's been visually designed to answer your most immediate questions with yet another question.
Oh no, Hypno!
It's the ultimate fusion of beauty and terror from an author that's been mastering his craft for the better part of 30 years.
Jesus,
A
30
creator
years?
that finds inspiration across every aspect of his life and weaves it into a cautionary tale. A writer who, despite the nihilistic grit of his work, still finds humor in the strangest of places. And an artist who draws beautiful women in hyper-realistic teeth with unimaginable ease. Like an undying lover, these books are easy to pick up but hard to put down. By the end, the monster is still breathing, still unexplained. Meanwhile, who knows how many people have been murdered, or traumatized, or somehow both. His endings trail off like an uncorroborated Bigfoot sighting. You know the story continues long after the final page, yet this narrow encounter is all we have to go off of. If I had to pick one book based solely off of that knowledge, well, sometimes the best solution is the obvious one.
So
I'm
Uzumaki.
officially ready for my vacation. I already told you where we're going, Craig. Besides, we aren't leaving for another year minimum. I just like to be prepared. I'm assuming
Yeah,
you
no,
just said
don't play that
box.
off.
You're curious what's inside of it, huh?
No.
Well, I guess I could tell you what's inside. But even if I did, would you believe me? If I had
Yeah.
to pick don't knock it over. Okay. It was Occam's razor. You happy? Occam's.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I understand, but I was surprised it wasn't Chekhov's gun. These. Wait a damn second. This isn't Occam's razor. The fuck? The most obvious solution becomes the right solution. But in this situation, the most obvious solution is Chekhov's gun because he literally set this up beforehand and he.
Razor was in the box. And you know I'd stall it, count the straws and pick again. We'd have to call a buzz. Justin's coming to keep on dropping knowledge on me. It's funk study. Nailed it.
Anyways, that will be the end of this reaction video. Everybody chill the fuck out and go home. At the same time, I'm never bringing up this mouse topic ever again. Jesus, what the fuck?